Hi everyone, Bianca Raby here. Today's conversation was all about learning design landscape with my esteemed guest, Cameron Murray. Cameron's journey from a tech graduate navigating the dot-com crash to his current role as a Ph.D. candidate and education design manager is a testament to the dynamic nature of learning design careers. Having connected with Cameron about 8 years ago, I've witnessed his evolution and adaptability within the higher education sector, bringing a wealth of experience that spans the student life cycle. In this conversation, Cameron shares his insights into the shifts and nuances of the learning design profession, from his unexpected entry into the world of education design to his current focus on the quality of online learning. Cameron's journey encapsulates the ever-changing nature of this field. So join us as we unravel the layers of learning design, exploring its challenges, evolution, and the collaborative magic of creating engaging learning experiences. Hi everyone, I'm really excited today to have Cameron Murray here. Cameron and I have connected about, I think it was like 8 years ago now, which is crazy. So Cameron, I won't do the introduction for you. I'll let you introduce yourself. So basically tell us a little bit about what you're doing now, and then tell us about how you got there, because today's conversation is really about putting a spotlight on learning design careers and learning and development careers.
Yeah, thanks, Bianca. It's good to be here. I am going to pinch a phrase that you just gave me. The accidental learning designer, I think, is
Yeah.
is definitely something applicable to me. So if I can go back to the very beginning of my, let's say, working life, I graduated with a Bachelor of Business and Computing and IT, with sort of very much an idea to be entering the world of IT and whatever that entailed at the time, which is all very different compared to what it looks like now.
It was all about buying domains back then, wasn't it?
There was a lot of, let's say, wasted money being thrown at ideas that weren't particularly fruitful. And on that, there was a dot-com crash. So I ended up in the higher education sector, and then sort of progressed along in various roles. So I was working across what we call the student life cycle, so admissions through to graduations and everything in between. Lots of sort of managing, let's say, student records and talking to students about their experiences and making sure they were kind of happy with everything that was going on. And I did that for some time. And as a lot of 20-something-year-olds do, I went traveling and had some different thoughts about where my life was headed. Came back to Australia afterwards, and then signed up to do a grad dip in TESOL. So I got my teaching qualification in that space, did teaching here and there, had some intentions to go abroad and teach, but for one reason or another, that didn't kind of happen. And just through happenstance, I sort of reached a point where I was keen, I guess, to continue moving into the educational design space. So I did a Master's of Education with a focus on e-learning, and basically what I considered to have jumped the fence from doing, say, student and curriculum management stuff over to the world of education design. I must say, at this point, I didn't really know what that was.
I don't think a lot of us did. Just wondering what year you did your master's, because they weren't really putting a focus on e-learning in master's degrees. Not that long ago that they started doing that.
That was back in 2013. So I think I might have started it a bit before that, but it was certainly an emerging space, I'd say, at that point in time. I think the emphasis was really about using things like the LMS in more effective ways. And we already had tools like Turnitin software, which is obviously pretty ubiquitous across the sector now, plagiarism checking and helping for feedback and things of that nature. So the focus was about, I would say, it's obviously the stuff that still underpins everything that happens today in learning design, but it was fundamental for what was important then. And it's very much progressed on from there, given that it was now over 10 years ago, which is a bit...
That was a bit scary.
Bit scary, yeah. The grey hairs are telling me that it was a while ago. And so I finished that, and then that sort of helped me jump into the education design space. I then worked at various different universities and the CSRO for a while, which is where we sort of connected, I think, at some point. And as I've sort of moved around to different places, there's been different needs that sort of the organizations have around learning design or education design or instructional design, whichever way they decide to phrase it in the moment. But we can sort of go back to that point. But I guess just to sort of move towards where we are today, I'm now doing a PhD on, I like to think of it about quality in online learning, but from the perspectives of what we will talk about later, third space professionals and people who identify in that space. So learning designers, instructional designers, education designers. And my most recent position was as a education design manager at one of the big unis in Sydney. We had a team of people who were working in that space and doing all the bits and pieces that we know constitute the work. And I'm also a casual academic, so I'm sort of keeping toes in different buckets.
Yeah. So you were what we would call a unicorn. So, doing the educational leadership role is that last role that you spoke to. And I think you and I met when we were both sitting in the pony space, which we call the practitioner space. And that was when we were trying to figure out what it was we were actually doing. So I think I'd only just started to catch on to the word learning design when I had met you, because I think it was because we were working on something together as contractors. And you said you're a learning designer. I'm like, oh, another one of you. Like somebody else that says that that's what they're doing. So this was very much when that term wasn't really used much. And I mean, there is one of the big things about higher education and for their audience watching, the teachers, is that there is a lot of terminology and a lot of complexity in the roles. They're not very straightforward. So yeah, talk to that a little bit if you can, because it sounds like you've come from tech and then you end up in quality and now you're in management of team. Your skill sets had to change a lot, right?
Check out this contentious video where Bianca attempts to explain the difference between instructional design and learning design.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously a piece that links them all together, but I think one of the aspects that's helped me manage the different pathways I've taken is just having an understanding of the system of higher education, and that's something I was sort of talking about before. But as you mentioned, there's terminology, there's systems, there's sort of positions and structure that goes into a higher education institution. And other educational institutions too, but sort of understanding how the pieces fit and how the students are kind of managed across that process made a really big difference to how I, let's say, conceptualize the work of education design or learning design. And I'll probably just touch on some of the research I've been doing, and you're spot on that the titles have really shifted, particularly over the last, I would say probably about 10 years, but even sooner than that, more recently than that, because for a long time there, the idea of learning design was very much just a process that people could follow to sort of structure and, like scaffold learning.
Yeah, like using ADDIE or using design thinking, like just a process, right? Which
a process, exactly. Anyone can do it. Yeah. You just take this process and then you're whatever the expert is. But that's really, I think, shifted, and there's been much more of an emphasis from people practicing in the field to help shape what it is that the professions are. And that's where, for me, the idea of the third space professional, which we can talk about later.
No, brilliant segue. Tell us about
thank you.
Third space.
Yeah. So in my research, and I don't want to take credit for the idea of the third space professional because its genesis is in an academic named Celia Whitchurch, who wrote some research probably about a bit over 10 years ago on this emerging kind of in-between world. And sorry if this gets too academic for this conversation, but I tried to keep this high level, but anyway, in higher education, there's generally, I talked about the idea of the structure of higher ed before, and usually there's two, let's say, columns of workers who make up the institution. One side's the academic staff, so they're the people with the PhDs and do the teaching, and generally speaking, they've been, let's say, the leaders of the sector as well. And then there's kind of this other group, which we generally call professional staff or support staff traditionally, who are remunerated in different ways, and their sort of purposes are very different. So one you would consider to be administration and the behind the scenes work to make sure that everything works in the higher education space. And there's obviously lots of systems and IT people and all sorts of different professionals that make up professional staff. It's just a blanket term. And the third space professionals that I'm interested in, and the people like learning designers or educational designers fit in this space, the ones that straddle those two pillars of activity. So you're kind of working very closely with academic staff to understand the, let's say, academic and teaching considerations that they've got. So the pedagogical side of things, how to engage students, how to structure lessons and activities and design materials and all those sorts of things that we do. But it's also about understanding how they all fit within the systems and the structure that universities have, because there's these huge kind of,
Check out this article by Times Higher Education for a more detailed definition on the third space.
They're a very well-established institution. And I think that's one of the key reasons I really wanted to speak to you today as well and put you on this channel, is that because that's one of the big daunting things for teachers as they come in. Is one thing to say I've been in education for X amount of years, but when you start to move into higher ed, it's a whole new learning game. You are still doing that core thing you love, which is educating, but you're doing it in a system it's very different, right?
Yeah, and it's interesting to unpack the idea of educating. And I think it's something that, particularly with my research, I've started to question, I guess, what we mean by educating. Traditional university environment is very much like the what they call the sage on the stage model. So people get up and they talk at the students. There's not a lot of interaction there. The lecture model.
Yeah.
And obviously there's been developments in the sector and people are a bit more conscious of using, what I would consider to be fairly basic teaching principles like group work and collaborative interaction and all those sorts of things. So that's sort of slowly being integrated into practice. But where I see there's a bit of a division still is the idea of the online space, or anything that's considered to be online. So it could be in a blended or flip format or strictly online. Every single aspect of that is part of the educational process to me. So when you're doing something like learning design, you're structuring materials, designing assessment, really speaking to the subject matter experts or the academics about what their vision is for how some of this material can be presented to the students in particular ways. And you're also leveraging your own expertise in that space to really sort of bridge the gap that they might have about understanding the technology, or as is the case in higher education quite a bit, the people who are the experts in a particular topic area are not actually pedagogical experts.
No.
They're not trained as teachers.
Just on that note, we have a module in our micro-credential called Learning Designers as Educators. And it starts out by saying exactly that. Don't underestimate your role as an educator. So you may not have been through a teaching degree and you may not have been trained and as an educator, you may be in administration of the IT system or whatever it is. And you found yourself here as a learning designer because you obviously have an understanding of how to produce and curate content and create an experience. So just honor that, because you're actually helping the educational process in more ways than you realize when you're working with SME, right? Which is your point.
Check out Opita's Learning Bite on learning designers as educators. It is part of a larger credential, but can be complete as a standalone credential.
Yeah, and it's interesting that there's a lot of interrelationships, I think, particularly if we're just talking about the world of IT. You think about user experience design, user interface design. The system analysis is something I tend to think has relationships with learning design too. So when you start to unpack it, like learning design or the whatever you want to call it, really brings together so many different elements of work to do what you were just saying. So improve student outcomes and make it easier for academic staff or teachers to actually teach the work. The other thing that I have thought about quite a bit is, and it relates to the idea of structuring things in the page, is just reducing barriers to learning too. Like I think this is something that comes up a lot in putting things in an LMS. If it's not well signposted, it's a deterrent to people actually finding it, and it sort of just builds up what I think are these mental kind of blocks for students to actually get the message that you're trying to get across. So there's all these little nuances, I think, like, and as you say, even if you're not a practicing teacher, just things like that, understanding how systems work really make a difference.
I started speaking about UX design in learning design about 5 or 6 years ago, but it's still crazy how there's no focus on that a lot of the time. The system's a system, you open it up and people just start throwing things in it. And we know that people that we're educating are very much used to beautiful tech experiences. They've had the best app experiences because the big companies have invested in creating beautiful experiences for these people. And for us, I mean, our tolerance isn't great for things that don't work. And that cognitive overload before you even get in because you can't get in. And that's where, again, part of your point is that you're not just teaching a whole lot of stuff that you never knew you knew or didn't know you needed to know. And a lot of the people I speak to, there is that kind of overwhelm when they come out of a school into a corporate environment or a higher education environment. And it is a sink or swim kind of mentality because the role it doesn't have, even if the description says this is what you'll do each day, that's not what you'll do each day.
Yeah. And I think there's a general lack of understanding as to what the role is from the institution. There are exceptions to that, but I, as part of my work and professional career, I've spent a lot of time looking at different job descriptions to see what the linkages are and how reflective it is of practice. So, for people who are wanting to enter, scrutinize that, because I think if you're in an interview or kind of chatting to a hiring manager or something like that, it's very much worthwhile unpacking what it is that they expect out of you. There are some of these roles which are very much what I would consider to be technical support positions. They're not real learning design roles. Might still be interesting for people, but ask the right questions to find out what you're getting into if you're keen.
Check out this video where Bianca highlights the common barriers teachers first find when attempting to join the world of L&D.
Absolutely. And I think we're running out of time, but I want to just touch a little bit on the third space idea around that relationship that you have to build, because one of the things that people working in the third space, and we'll put some notes in the chat about the third space definition, is that you find yourself probably being the key stakeholder management is huge. And maybe just talk a little bit about how it is to be in that third space and work inside of an established institution with those academics who have done things their way for a very long time.
It's a great question and a great point. So one thing that's come up in my research over and over again is the importance of collaboration and the misremembering the quote slightly, but basically one of the research papers I read was it's these positions are the ultimate collaborators. Like you basically, you can't produce things unless you are working with a subject matter expert. And often, to be honest, sometimes obviously this is individually driven based on people's attitudes towards work and their education and things like that. But there is a power imbalance with a subject matter expert who's spent years and years teaching in a particular way, and they have very strong ideas that have been supported through the institutional arrangements that they're in, that their ideas are kind of almost infallible in some ways. So you as the third space person, I think a lot of it's about kind of helping to break down those silos and barriers that they might have formed around their work and helping them understand how they can achieve their goals as much as anything. And you would hope that for them, I think most educators are keen for students to learn something. And that's usually the common ground that we can find in the third space, is that in the end, we're all hopefully working towards raising the students' understanding of the topic. And if you can sort of build that relationship with the subject matter expert / academic, it makes everything a lot better.
Absolutely. And that's a great way to end. I think, I think teachers in schools have obviously massive relationship management skills already because they're dealing with little people and big people all day, every day. But I think the word collaboration is absolutely critical. I feel like there's a lot more of an appetite to allow us learning designers to come in and to share what we know about what works. And I've seen that change over the years. So I think we're starting to be respected a little bit in that sense, that we kind of know, we know the limitations of the tech. We know what the students are pretty much going to like, and we can help them get their magic and their superpowers through that screen and into the students' brains, whatever it is that we're trying to do.
Magic, I think, is the term, isn't it?
Yeah, let the magic happen. In a world where we're constantly distracted and learning is hard, which is a whole other topic. We could speak for hours, but I'm going to cut it there. Thank you so much for joining me today, Cameron, and sharing your ideas around the third space, your research from the PhD, and I really look forward to seeing what comes out of your PhD in the next couple of years.
Thank you. Amazing time. Appreciate it.
And until next time, stay awesome.